Yes, with you a couple of times. All
Oh.
right, you should be live.
Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Wednesday celebration. We do this every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. So if you've joined on, logged on, we'll give you a few minutes to log on. Just let us know who you are and where you're from. So we're in Gardnerville, Nevada, which is by South Lake Tahoe. It is very snowy. Worst snow we've had in the 20 years we've lived here. I think the weather just wanted to make a liar out of me because when Connie was here visiting, I said, "Oh, we barely get any snow. I never have to use four-wheel drive. Literally in 20 years, have never had to use four-wheel drive, but have had to use it like every day this winter." Hey, Joyce from Reno. Is it super snowy up there also? Hi, Christy. Christy's even getting snow in Fallon, which is like unheard of. But I did read in the paper the other day that it is the worst amount of snow. The only other year that's comparable to this year is the year the Donner Party came across the mountains. Yes, it was in the paper the other day that it's equivalent to the Donner Party snow levels. I'm just gonna say I'm glad that I have heat and electricity and am indoors. Anyways, happy Wednesday, Lynn. How are you? Hi, Sue. Hi. Oh, two Sues. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Linda from Idaho, and Victor from Canada, and Mo. Another one from Idaho. Two of you from Idaho. Victor says waves to Roger. Very windy here in southern Arizona. Hope to keep electricity. Oh, Sue, I hope you do too. It's kind of a crazy year just all around. Christy, I hope I don't get a call about the text either. So if you're new and you're getting texts and you don't want to get text notifications, you can just type in stop and then you won't get them. But don't do that so that you know when we're going live. Oh gosh, June says it snowed in when okay, is it Wildemar, California? Well, is that by it's Southern California, but by LA? That would be crazy to have snow that south. Oh, Joyce says it was nice to have a little blue sky today. We wouldn't know because we've been in the shop all day. It is really the worst. Can't we say it's the best amount of snow? Yes, Lynn Jenkins, who gets to stay home every day. It's the best amount of snow. I say that every morning as I'm driving into work. This is the best amount of snow I've ever had to drive in. Thank you, Charlotte. It's good to see you. Hi, Mary Vitti. You are live today. She's going to eat canned chicken. How come, Phyllis? Mary, why are you going to eat canned chicken? Because you can't get to the store? I don't know. It's so hard to keep up with all of you. Okay, 80 miles north of San Diego. That should be like LA-ish, isn't it? 80 miles north of San Diego? Wouldn't that put you in LA?
Midway.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look at a map, June, so I know exactly. How's your leg doing? Okay, so we're gonna get started. We just have to give a little bit of time because we were so early today. I mean, like not as in early, but we were on time, which is early for us. So we are going to start. If you're new to watching, we are gonna hold up items like this, and it's gonna have a number. So a lot of things we have. Most things we have enough for everybody. Some things are limited. Some things are on sale. Some things are regular. Well, some things are regular priced. But we usually take off a little bit off of everything, so it kind of balances out with shipping. So if you're new to watching, or if you're old to watching, all you're going to do if you want this, and this, if you have been watching us for a while, you probably already have this in your stash, but it's a super cute panel. You can cut it up, do log cabins around it. Great for a girl. S01 is $6. S01 is $6, and we do have 7 of these left. So if you're new to watching, you do not need to register right at this moment. The number is scrolling across the bottom. But do call us and give us your shipping information and all that important information. Not right now though, because we don't have any extra staff today. So S01 is $6. You just type that in and we will ship it to you. S01 is $6. Hey Jane and Anita and Suzanne. Gosh, so many of you. Okay, so S01 is $6. We have a new coffee panel because apparently you girls can't get enough of the coffee panels. So it's actually 2 panels. Okay, now Barb, that cannot be south of Las Vegas. It cannot be south of Las Vegas. I'm a blonde, but even I know that. Oh, okay. Riverside County. That I know where Riverside is. I'm assuming Riverside is in Riverside County. Okay, we have S156 is $9 and it makes 2 coffee placemats. S156 is $9. And probably if I was going to quilt them again, I would quilt them in black thread, and I would probably quilt them on my domestic machine so I can just do enough quilting to secure it. I'm going to show you what it looks like I quilted it on the long arm, but with a light fabric because I didn't want the design to be dark going through the light coffee mugs. So I'm going to show you what not to do, okay? So here is the placemats. And you can see I used a light thread because you do have light here and you do have light here. I didn't want to wreck that with the black, but I think I should have. So you know, you always learn something. It's better for you to learn from me. I would use a black thread and just quilt it so you don't mess up the whole panel. And then the first panel I just showed you, S156, makes these 2 placemats. And then the other panel, this one's a giveaway. Okay. And then the other panel is this. So it makes a bigger kind of a wall hanging, and then coffee mug racks. So S155. Hey Connie, how are you? Hi Mary and Julie. Did you see there's a YouTube one, Phyllis, on there? Okay, wait. Let me get that for Phyllis because YouTube doesn't stay afterwards. 01 for $6 for Julie.
Julie, I've got her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, that was YouTube.
I don't know how I know that.
It pops up there, but when we go back and watch it later, YouTube isn't on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. S155 is $10. That makes the 6 mug rugs and the wall hanging. S155 is $10. If you're watching right now and you're calling to register, just go ahead and leave us a message and I'll call you in the morning because we don't have anybody extra to answer the phone today. S155 is $10. That makes the wall hanging and the 6 mug racks. So S155, wasn't the other one $9? Here, I'm going to make this one $9 too, okay? Hang on a second. I know, I probably got distracted or something. Okay, $9. S155 is $9. So both panels are $9 a piece. If you wanted to make a quilt, a coffee quilt, some people love coffee so much that a coffee quilt would be totally perfect. You could just sew all of these together and then just add big chunks of coffee fabric or something in between. So I do have one that is a giveaway. So let me just scroll and see where it lands. And I have Jane Massengill. And Jane, I have not mailed your package yet, but you will be the first one tomorrow when Becky gets here. Okay, Jane Massengill. Okay, snow is affecting traffic on the I-15 at the Nevada-California border today. Barb, it's affecting traffic everywhere. Did you see how they had to close Kingsbury Grade for a long while because somebody tried to come over with a big motorhome and it jackknifed, and I don't know where they were going camping in the middle of the winter, but that closed down Kingsbury for quite a while. Hey Emily, how are you? We finally got another storm the other night. Another 10 inches coming, hard to get around with all. Yep. You're gonna have to I don't know, stay indoors, Victor. Don't go outside. Was that picture, Victor, from your window? Because that is a lot of traffic over that bridge. Okay, let me see if I missed anybody. Welcome, everybody. It's exciting to see you all. It's kind of like a family reunion for me. Christy says, join the Fabric Chick Stitch Along for a fun sewing community, which is super true. That's where any of you can post any projects you're working on. If you have any questions, if you're looking for a little piece of fabric, somebody will have it in their stash posted on there. And we're always doing different things there. I am so glad, Mary Vita, you don't just have to listen to me. You can actually see with your new glasses. Do not lose them. Like, tape them to your neck. It does. Well, Ellen, the white thread on there, it's called smoke. So that's why I used it, because I thought it did look like steam. But I don't know. To me, it's like distracting. Okay. Cindy Gygax is at a retreat in Los Gatos. Cindy, you're living the life, because I know you're going to be at our retreat in next month. You girls. Carolyn, I did hear that I-80 was closed. Peggy, did you survive the snow in Murphy's with your wine tasting? I hope it was indoors, not outdoors. Okay, the other thing I want to just let you guys know is I'm really going to be trying to do the panel of the day again. So if you're not getting emails from us, if you didn't get an email yesterday or today, let us know so we can correct your email address or add your email address, whatever the case needs to be. Because we're going to do the 50% off on panels and kits and that kind of thing. So we want you guys to be the first ones to know. So S154 was the panel of the day yesterday. This is a great frond panel. It's a great one to bedazzle. S154 is $6.50. It was the panel of the day for yesterday. And just so you know, sometimes I do not get to changing the price every day. So if you saw it 2 days ago, it might still be on sale if you when you do get around to clicking on it. So S154, I just want to show you what Judy did with this. She bedazzled it with some tulle and some thread painting, some silk ribbons. Just a fun way to add texture and dimension. I'm going to put this up right next to it so you can see what it looked like before she bedazzled it. Because, you know, bedazzling panels is one of our favorite things. So here it is before she bedazzled it. And then with this one that's done, she can stitch it onto a canvas. She can make it a piece of artwork. She can make it a pillow. She can put it on the back of a jean jacket.
Pull them closer together.
Oh, okay. So can you guys see that difference there? June Sterling. Okay, Susan, we don't typically send out emails too often, but if you got it yesterday, you are on the list. But I'll go through and I'll add all of you to the emails. Mo said that her snow melted super fast. You know, honestly, ours is melting pretty quickly too because there's so much water in it. But I will tell you, it does not ever melt quickly enough for my snow removal guy to not remove that inch so that he can get paid. No, I'm really thankful for him. Well, I don't really care, but Roger does. Roger is really grateful. I finally am not so cheap to where I make him and Devin go out and shovel the snow for the entire 33 parking spots. We now have a snow removal guy. He put his foot down, actually. Okay, I will check on all your guys' emails. Christy says, try your junk mail. June, I'll add it to you because there definitely wasn't an order today for you. And if you do order it on the panel of the day, I'll go in and I'll take off the shipping so that it can go with your box that you're already getting shipped. We can figure that out. Okay, so I have, this just came back in. This is one of our most popular. We just keep reordering it. But I do think this is the last time that we'll get these. So it has 4 dolls and their little animals. It's a great project for you to do with the grandkids or just by yourself. And if you didn't get the unclamps that we had on the sale, oh, Elaine says she misses the dad jokes. Well, that was Gracie's humor, but Elaine, I will try to work on that for you, okay? I don't know that I can be as good as Gracie was. S47 is $14. So everything you need except for the polyfill is included on this pattern. And you could, if you wanted, you could trace the patterns and then use your own fabrics, draw in your own little face or embroider your own little face. It's a super easy pattern. S47 is $14. S47 is $14. And that makes the 4 dolls. I don't have order to class. Jenny, what are you saying, Jenny? I don't have order to class. I'm not sure. Okay. So we do have a few of the Virginia Robertsons finished birds on a can. Oh, an update on Devin. Panel class. Jenny, I'll call you about that because I'm not sure what exactly you're asking. Okay, so we have S45, S46. These are birds on a can, so S44. We do have the pattern here for you. S43 is $11.95. So $11.95 is for if you want the pattern for the sewing bird pin cushion. So it's got a little place where you can put your scissors and your thimble and your pins. S45 is $25. S46 is on the Spam can. That's $25. Or S44 is $25 on the Hatch can. So those are super fun. So Devin is doing really, really well. He is loving working as a CNA, which is a certified nurse's assistant. He typically works double shifts because he's trying to
Be rich.
He's I told him, good, do it while you're young. He is going to school full time. He wants to be a nurse when he grows up. So he does live at his girlfriend's house, which I'm not super thrilled with. But, you know, he's 19 and he's doing what 19-year-olds do. So so that's that. He's doing really well. S43, $11.95. S45, I said he was going to school full time. S45 is $25 for the sewing bird already finished. S46 is the sewing bird on a Spam can. And S44 is the chili Spam can. So in case you don't want to make it, if you do want to make it, S43 is $11.95 for just the pattern. Okay. And then if I missed any comments, I think I've got it. But if I did miss any comments, put that in there for me, okay? S43 is for the pattern. And then we have, it's an eclectic group of stuff today. So it's been kind of a crazy work week with all the snow. S21, white on whites, $10 a yard. So you've got a little print. Jane, it is a great field for him to go into. I think that he's even talked Gracie into going. She was going to go to UNR, but he told her that she was stupid to waste that money because we are making our kids pay for their own schooling so that they take it seriously. And so so Gracie's decided not to go to UNR. She's going to go to WNC, the junior college, also to get her basics. So I'm glad to see they're like, coming to their senses. Phyllis says good. Yep. We've gone the route of putting the kids at private colleges, and it didn't work out so well. So Gracie and Devin, they're having to put themselves through school. Okay, so here is the leaves, white on white, S18, $10 a yard. You can never have too many white on whites. You never know when you're going to need them. And when you sit down for a project, you don't want to have to run to the store. So S19, $10 a yard. S20. S20. Oh, hey, man. I need to call you back, but I forgot. But the ladies would love for you to come do a impromptu surprise visit. I know one of these days you're going to break down and have to get you at Facebook. But on YouTube, Mary, she can comment. Okay, S21 is kind of like tossed flowers with stems. If you're calling to register, just leave your information and we will call you back in the morning, okay? S20 is $10 for flowers with smaller stems, more cutesy. The first one was more spaced out. And then leaves with vines and more leaves with vines. Great job, Roger, on the white on whites. Nan, Sue says she'd love to see you. Maybe she might have to come do it on Monday and help me with a demo or something. Okay. I only have one of these. Do not ask me why, but it was upstairs. It's 2+ yards, a little bit over 2 yards. I only have one, S22. It's $20, so that makes it $10 a yard. It's got cursive writing. Anything Irish on the white? Well, you could applique a 4-leaf clover since you are so good at applique now, Mary. You know exactly how to do it. You can applique anything you want. You could applique a leprechaun. You could applique gold coins, anything. S22. Okay, Connie. And then this I have I think 3 of these fat quarter bundles. So if you like Morris and Company, these are great for collages. They're great for getting if you want something a bit more formal. It's S17 for $39. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 fat quarters. So S17 is $39 for 10 fat quarters. Mary has Miss Nan's fur baby and Nan. Oh, I thought you just missed the dog, Mary. Okay, so S17 is from Morrison Company. It's got cute little birds here. But great if you're doing collaging. And then let's see. We have, okay, I don't even know where to start here. I think if I start here, it's going to fall over. So let me move. Okay. Here, these are good deals, okay? So this was Lorraine Turner's migration line. And this collection here is one collection, I only have for one person, but it has 5 1/4 yards. So you have 2 1-yard pieces, 5 half-yard pieces, and then some fat quarters. So 5 1/4 yards for $33, S40. It's really bright and vibrant. The migration line kind of speaks for itself. We've got butterflies and otters and penguins. We've got ice, ocean and icicles and that kind of stuff. We've got the whales. There's some whales there. We've got all the different animals migrating. We've got some lupine, some horses' manes, some more weeds, some birds flying overhead. Here you've got a wildebeest. So super fun fabrics. This is an overhead view of the horses running and some more weeds. So this has 5 yards in it. S39 is $30. So great if you're, it's true, Christy, this line will never be printed again. And I saw that Lorraine was clearancing out everything she has. So pretty much this is it. S39, 5 yards for $30. That's basically $6 a yard. So S39 is for 5 yards, half yards, 1 yards. It's all different cuts. Half yards, 1 yards, fat quarters. And then we have one more. And then this is basically everything from this collection.
Yeah, S39 has the fat quarters, right?
S39,
S40.
they all have fat. They all have fat quarters. Because I just put a variety of everything. So these were half yards. This one was a fat quarter. So everything was 1, 2, 3. So 4 fat quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 half yards, and 1 yard is S39, $30. And then S38 is 6 1/4 yards. So you have a yard of the birds, a yard of the migrating feet, a yard of the weeds, a half yard of lupine, a half yard of the horses, a half yard of the wildebeest, half yard, and then 2 fat quarters. This collection does have the main print. This was the most popular print. There's only a fat quarter left. I almost kept it for myself, but you cannot keep everything. So that is the main print from that line. So S38 is $40. Oh, Lynn already has it. Most of you already have it. This is literally all that's left in the shop. S38 is $40. So S38 is this collection I just showed you. That's Connie Wiggins. And then, Connie, what are you going to make with it? Lynn Jenkins, what are you going to do with it? Did you buy the kits? $39 is sold. So the only one one that's left is this one right here. It's S33. You could piece it together and make a backing.
That's 40.
S40. Connie Wiggins, I'm with you. I don't know either. Just get it while you can. It's the heart looking one. Okay. All right. They're all sold. Okay. I'm going to put your girls' names into a drawing because I do have a fat quarter bundle for a giveaway. So let me put the 3 of you into a drawing. Let's see here. Okay. I have Lynn Jenkins, Connie, and Emily. Okay, girls. Let me clean this up real quick. I know the suspense is killing you, I'm sure. Waiting to see who won. Okay, you want to pick the person or you want me to pick it? Okay, I have Lynn Jenkins. Lynn Jenkins. Okay, next we have a really cute baby quilt. And you might not need it today, but after all this winter weather, you might need it in 9 months. So this is what the panel looks like, S14. So don't write anything yet because I'm going to show it to you in different ways. So here's the quilt finished. We added chenille it. Chenille it's super easy. It kind of comes in a flat piece like bias tape. You just stitch down the center of it. And then here you can see right here where I've stitched down the center of it. And then when you throw it in the washer, it ruffles up. So this is the Littlest Family's Big Day. And we have just the panel for $16. Just the panel S14 for $16. You could cut it up and piece it back together if you wanted, but it's a baby quilt. We have more important things to do. S14 is $16. And if you want the kit with all the chenille and the binding and the that's it. The panel, the binding, and all the chenille is S15 for $38. S15 for $38. But then to make this gift even better, we do have the fabric book. So this is one of those golden books, I believe. The Littlest Family's Big Day. One morning very early, a little family came to the woods, blah, 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 blah. And then they came home. So S16 is for the book. S16 is $14 if you want just the book. If you do need crinkle, just write crinkle. It's $12 a package. And I only put the crinkle in one page. So the rest of these don't have it. So you basically in each book only use about this much, but it's a big package. So $12 of crinkle will last you for a lot of books. Okay. So if you want the crinkle, just type in crinkle. It's $12. S16 is $14 for the book. And then S15 was for the kit, including the binding and the chenille and the panel. Or if you want just the panel is S14. So even if you don't know anybody that's having a baby, you might have a neighbor that you want to make a gift for. S14 is $16. Or you might want to make some and drop some community quilts off at the homeless shelter or the mother's shelter or whatnot. You know, there's always somebody that has a baby somewhere. Okay, let's do this line. This is this quilt up here. It's the Soar line, Take Flight. So I have a few of the panels left. S34 is $12. S34 is $12. I actually just did one. Somebody bought this kit, not from us, but the other shop in town is also carrying it. And they made it king size. So I literally just pulled it off the long arm this morning. It's beautiful. And S34 is just the panel. S32 is if you want the pattern. This pattern would be great even if you don't do this quilt. If you have a panel quilt that you want to set, this is a great setting. S32 is $12. And it does have directions to make a lap, throw, or queen. So the one that we have behind us and the one we've kitted for is the throw size. So S32 is the pattern. S33 is $108. That is for the kit for the quilt behind us. It's going to be 60 and a half by 79 and a half. All you would need to add is backing and batting. So S108 or S33 is $108 for the kit to make that quilt. Oh, I meant to bring Jody's wide back down. Okay, I'm going to open this up. So if you want one big, huge piece of wide back, my sister came in the shop not too long ago, and she picked this for me to quilt so that she needs a new comforter. So all I'm going to do is quilt the wide back for her. S36 is 2 yards. 2 yards, so it's 72 by 108. S36 is $49. It is really beautiful. I don't know if I can get far enough back. Can you see that? So if you don't necessarily want a piece of quilt, this is a great cheater one, or it would be great for a backing. So S36 is, I only have a one of these. S36 is $49. We only have one of those left. And then I do have a 3-yard piece. So S35 is $74. Christy, that is a true statement. I cannot keep the kid books in stock. Okay, so that one's got to go with that one. So here's the fabric line. Oh, I forgot to do these giveaways. Okay, hang on a second. S037. Peggy, that wide back is super, it's one of the nicest ones I've seen. Okay, this is the fabric line. S037 is 11 1-yard pieces. We are sold out of quite a few of them, so we only have pre-cuts, 1 yards, half yards, fat quarters, except for what I'm going to show you. But they're a lot of them are kind of ombre. So this is kind of, well, it's not kind of, it is like the wide back, but in regular size. So this is a 44-inch wide fabric. I know sometimes it doesn't do justice when you're just seeing it folded up. And then we've got the kind of, it's very watermarky to me. So 11 pieces. S37 is $121. So we did this at $11 a yard for the collection. S037 is 11 1-yards for $121, 11 half yards for $60.50, 11 fat quarters for $38.50, and then the bolts we do have left, we have S28 is the feathers and the birds. S26 is directional because it does have trees. S26. Christy Lee, it would not be hard to put it on as a backing because I'm not sure if you always just climb right into your bed without messing it up, or if you never don't make your bed in the morning, but you're gonna see the back of your quilt at some point, and you do not want to just see an ugly muslin piece of backing. I actually did have somebody bring me a quilt the other day, well, probably right before Christmas, and it was a beautiful flannel quilt top, and then it was just a piece of muslin for the backing, and I guess the look on my face said it all, because the next day the woman came back with a piece flannel backing, and she said, I could just tell by the look on your face that it was not appropriate to put muslin on the back. So I think your back should be just as pretty as your front, because you're going to see it. If you're putting it on the wall, I don't really care. I'm still going to use something pretty, because you can always get something out of the sale bin that's pretty. But if it's a quilt on your bed, it's definitely gonna be pretty to look at on both sides, because I might not make my bed every day. Thank God Roger does. That's the Marine in him. He cannot stand the bed not being made. Okay, so S27 is another one. It's like it's different. Very watermarky, but it does have trees. Beverly Ann, there's a quilt right behind me using this fabric. Yes, Jenny, it's all cotton fabric. And what I'm showing you on the bolts is 44 inches wide. But we do have we have two of the wide backs left. S31. OMG, Victor. Twice a year he makes his bed when his mom comes to visit. Well, I might be that bad too, honestly. Because you're just going to get back in it. Okay. And then here are the Burt Rogers shaking his head. Okay. Here is another one that's directional with the birds flying. And then, so S29 has the eagles soaring. I know, the power of the mom. And then S30 is a great charcoaly black blender. Just something you might need to add to your collection. It's charcoaly with a little tinge of brown, but mostly black-ish. Okay, S30 is $13 a yard. And that's that collection. And Mary Beatty, I know you wanted the table, the placemats that I quilted this week, but Karen didn't come into work because school was canceled for the third day in a row, and they do not clean her street unless they are cleaning it for the school buses. So poor little Karen could not make it out of her yard today. S37 is the entire collection, $11 a yard. 11 1 yards is $121. 11 half yards is $60.50. And 11 fat quarters is $38.50. And then the kit, if you want the entire kit for the throw, it's 60.5 by 79.5. S33 for $108. The pattern is S32, which is a great pattern for any panel. And it comes with the lap, the throw, and then, let me throw it at you, the queen size. So if you had a king size quilt, you could just add another border. So there it is with the 3 sizes. So it's a great pattern for any panel. Okay, and then the panel, if you want just the panel, is S34 for $12. Okay, this is Phyllis's favorite part, trims. Okay, we're gonna do a few trims, just so that Phyllis doesn't fall asleep over there. S77 is $3.75 a yard. It's a great one for Easter. S77 is $3.75 a yard. And then S76 is 95 cents a yard. If you guys ever have questions on how to use trims or what you should use trims for, just let Ann Lindenmeyer, ask Ann Lindenmeyer. She uses trims on everything. Okay, here is a fun lace. S53, $1 a yard. S53 is $1 a yard. And we do have some of these, we do have limited quantities. So it will go to the first person on our device. It's always going to look like your device is the first device in your house because you're right there. But by the time it gets through the airwaves or whatever technology does, it's hard to say who is the first person that Phyllis is writing down. Okay, S75 is a large gold metallic rickrack. It looks like it's an inch wide from curve to curve. So S75 is 95 cents a yard. And then I have smaller ones. S62 is the silver rickrack, and it's about a half an inch. And then S73 is 69 cents, and it is the half-inch gold. So we have gold and silver. I looked for a 1-inch silver one, but I didn't see it. So S75 is 95 cents for the 1-inch rickrack. S72 and 73 are 69 cents for the half-inch metallic rickracks. S53 is the wide lace. And then S76 is the 95 cent half-inch rickrack. We just need a bigger space. And then S77 is the one that's super cute it's like little fuzzy flowers. They kind of remind me of Easter grass, but it would be cute on any Easter decoration. S77 is $3.75 a yard. Okay, so while we let Phyllis catch up with the trims, we have a cute little owl purse designed by Karen Macy of Southwest Denim. So you can make it into an owl, or you could just do a flower, or you could just make it something simple. Who Can Choose is the name of it. S234, because I lost track of the numbers. S234 is $10 for the pattern. And it does have inside directions, little pockets for your credit cards, and then a zipper pouch for your coins or whatnot, so you don't lose your lipstick and all that important stuff. So a cute little bag, a pocket on the back. S234. Peggy, it is super cute. How much was that wide lace? It was $1 a yard. $1 a yard. S53. S53 was $1 a yard. S234 is the owl purse pattern. And I'm going to give Phyllis a little bit more time. Here, we'll do the raccoon line. A lot of you already have this line. We have it at $7 a yard. So it's got the animal, the fish core, and the banana peels eaten, the apples half eaten, a stripy line, the raccoons digging in the trash, the raccoons throwing their open cans. We just put a couple of blenders in there. The blenders are half yards because that's what we have left. So it's a total of 5 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4 1 yards, 2 half yards, a total of 5 yards. S013 1 yards are $35, half yards are $17.50, and fat quarters are $10. And then I do have 2 of the panels left. 2 of the panels left. S12 is $15, so S12 is $15. He is so cute. This one I think would be super fun to bedazzle. You can make tree trunks with texture magic, thread paint the raccoon. This really would have been a fun one if I had my act together, but I don't. So S12 is $15. We only have 2 of these left. It'd be a great boy quilt. It would be a great boy or girl quilt, but it's always hard to find boy stuff. So I think this would be great for boys. S12 is $15. S0, is that somebody knocking on the door? Oh, S013 is the collection, 5 yards total. 5 yards total. And then we do have some fabric on the bolt still. S11 is $8 a yard. S11 is $8 a yard. S11 is $8 a yard. S10 is kind of a minty green background. S9 is the raccoons tiptoeing away with the can of food. He does look like he's in trouble. S09, $8 a yard. And then S08 is just a great blendery stripe. It actually would, well, it's probably too green for that collection. I was going to say it would look good with that too, but it's a little bit too green, I think. So S08. And let's see. Here, I didn't do a giveaway for this. Okay, so we have two Rise and Shine polar bear patterns that are giveaways. So let me see. I've got Christy Lee. Christy, I think Christy's really glad on the day she doesn't come in and help out because then she can actually win stuff. Christy Lee, let me know if you have this already. I'm pretty sure you do, but if you don't, let me know. And then Barb Stobner. So remember, if you ever win anything and you don't want it, just let us know and we'll put it back in the drawings. Okay. And then I'll wait to hear from, okay, Christy Lee. Oops, I added an extra E to your name, Christy, for, don't ask why. Don't ask why and I won't lie. Okay, I have Sit Down a Charitable Affair. These are 22 patterns by Eleanor Peace Bailey. It actually has, and you've got to read everything because it will just make you laugh. Here's a footstool. These are small projects, so they'll go together pretty fast. Here you have a fair chair. I'm not sure what that is. A fairy chair maybe? Yes, a fairy. There's a Y. So fairy chair. So these would all be fun to make. Here's a couch. Crazy patched and wired. So they're kind of more crafty than sewing. They're sewing, but it's also crafty. Here's an armchair, which is a lady with arms. And everything really she writes little commentary on. head and foot of crib. Needle case chair just in case. So this is a chair that this might be a fun project to do. When you open it up, you can put your thread and needle, the cushion is where you put your needles, and then you open it up and it has a little storage area. That would be a fun one. Then there's a scissors case. Oh, that's the back. So on the back of the chair is a little place for you to put your scissors. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that that's the first time I've ever seen that project. We might have to tell Eleanor that we want to do a Zoom with her to do that one. Here's Mr. Chairman. So these are all little chairs. A pin. Oh gosh, you gotta love it. So here, this is S134 for $15. S134 for $15. And then I do have a free one for Connie Wiggins. Connie Wiggins. Just what you need, Connie. S134 is $15 for 20 different chair ideas. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So this is the I get it. The one that was in there that I didn't understand. So it's a headrest. So it's got 3 heads on the headrest, and then it's a footstool, which there's feet. So anyhow, okay. So that one's Connie's. This one is S134 for $15. Christy Lee, I want to see the chair project too. I'm sure that I saw all those chairs because the samples would have been made when I was working for her when I was 15. But I don't remember it. You know, when you're 15, you just go into work and you don't really pay attention to what's going on around you. I think she's doing as good as can be, Mary. It's always hard readjusting your life. Okay, here's another line of fabric. I only have one of these panels left. I just found it in the miscut suitcase. So S90 is $10. I'm not sure why it was miscut. It doesn't really look miscut to me. S90 is $10. And we only have, okay, Anita gets that. And then we have some fabric companions in case you want to make a quilt without the panel, or tote bags. This literally has been one of my best-selling lines. They modify it a little bit, but the concept stays the same. The colors stay the same. So here is our Dragonfly collection. So every fabric that we had that had a dragonfly in it, we put in here. We did put a couple of blenders in here for you also. S089, 9 1-yard cuts is $99, so that's $11 a yard. S089 half yards is $50. Fat quarters is $30. Sue lost power. Well, I'm glad it came back on. Yes, Anita, I will keep it for you for Thursday. And then we have another collection similar, but without the dragonflies. So if you love those colors, this is a very popular palette for a lot of people. You can't go wrong with purples and turquoises. So this is this collection. So S089. Oh, they're both 89. Okay, wait here. That was a blonde moment. 890. S0890 is 9 1-yards for $99. That makes it $11 a yard. Half yards are $50. Fat quarters are $30. So S0890, 1 yards are $99, half yards are $50, fat quarters are $30. So that is the collections. S95 is the batik fat quarter roll, but this would be perfect to add in with these fabrics. That's what they look like. They're batik fat quarters. S95 is $33. We do have 3 of these fat quarter rolls. So S95 is $33, and we do have 3 of those fat quarters. Miss Mary, I think you want 890. Okay, and then the other pre-cut that I saw that would be fun with these collections is the grunge. So Moda has grunge fabrics. We've shown you guys before. They're kind of grungy, but this colorway of 2.5-inch strips would go great with these fabrics. So S94 is $24. S94 is $24. And then we have some yardage, okay? And I will tell you, we literally have reordered this bolt, I don't know, 20 times at least. They just keep reprinting it, and it's still one of our best sellers. So S80 is kind of the swirl metallic-y gold and black. S80. S81 is a great coordinate. It's black with gold sparkle speckles. And a lot of you guys already have this fabric in your stash. S81. This gold is super popular. It's not gold. It is gold, but it's not gold. It's called burlap. So it's just a really subtly gold. S79, $12 a yard. And then I did not put this border print in the collections only because most people want more than a yard of border print. So I just left it separate so we wouldn't run out in case somebody wants it. So S82 is for the border print. If you're new to watching, just go ahead and comment what you want. S is you committing. So if you're just saying it's pretty, or, oh, I would make a table runner out of that, don't put the S. The S is you committing to buying it, and then the number and how much you want. And then you can leave a message and we'll call you back in the morning, or you can call in the morning with your info. So S82 is the border print. 79 is the gold burlap. 81 is the black with gold speckles. And S80 is the swirly, kind of fiery turquoise black and gold and purple. And then S85 is just a fun little, kind of like a tone-on-tone sort of, with a gold running through it. S84 is dragonflies. They look iridescent. And then the gold leaf, the multicolored leaves with the gold flecks is S83. And then the floral that goes with it is S88. All of these are $12. So that's a good price if you want to use it for borders on a quilt or backing on a quilt. They all have the gold metallic in it. Oh, Christy, I know. Dragonflies do remind me of spring. My sister is kind of crazy, so she's given everybody forest names. Like Devin is honey badger. Don't ask me why. She's pasty bear, I think because she's so white. She's purple. But I'm dragonfly. Because we were rafting down the river, and literally I was surrounded by dragonflies and nobody else was. So that's why she just, what's your forest name?
I don't have one.
Yes, you do.
I wasn't invited that day.
Yes, you were. You don't like water. S87. She gave the kids their forest names when she took them camping. S87 is more dragonflies on a navy blue background. S86 is the blue, kind of looks like galaxy to me. Well, they call it Shimmer Island. But it's got the turquoise and the purples and the greens. And then S91 is $9 a yard. This is a great one to add to your marshy landscapes. That's what it reminds me of, is kind of marshy fabric. So $9 a yard. It would also make a good border. Great for a boy quilt. $9 a yard. S91 is $9 a yard. S86 is the Galaxy or Islands Shimmer. And S87 is the Dragonflies. And then we have two sale fabrics. So these are $9 a yard. S92 is raspberry, feather frolic raspberry. And S93 is featherly paisley blue. Oh, it is more of a feather than the other one. Okay, they are slightly different. Well, no. Yeah, they are slightly different. So S93, $9 a yard. S93 is $9 a yard. That's a great price for metallic-y fabrics. And then S92 is the raspberry. You can't go wrong with them. They're great for holidays. They're great for anytime, actually. Okay, that's that.
Giveaways.
Huh?
I'm getting lost.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna clean up while Phyllis catches up. I'm definitely not gonna spring on her some more trims at the moment. S0890 is for the flower collection here. It's $11 a yard. $11 a yard. And then S94 is for the jelly roll, a Moda Grunge jelly roll in the turquoises and blues and purples and fuchsias and pinks. S95 is the fat quarter. We figured out once before how many fat quarters were in there, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I think
11,
it's printed on
12.
the label there.
It just says $18.95 fat quarter. Fresh air. So S95 is $33. I think it's 12. I think I counted 12. Definite maybe. Okay, Phyllis is catching up still.
Does Victor want 2 yards? He wrote S92 twice.
Victor, you have S92 twice. Do you want 2 yards or do you just want 1 yard? Okay, and then S89 is the Dragonfly collection at $11 a yard. 9 1 yards are $99. 9 half yards are $50. 9 fat quarters are $30. Okay. So I have a couple of game quilt giveaways. So the fabric for like everywhere that you see yellow. Let the games begin. There you make a little pocket to put your tic-tac-toe stuff in. You've got a chalkboard to doodle. You've got a little thing for them to learn how to do laces. You've got hopscotch here. All kinds of fun stuff. We have 2 of these as giveaways as we're waiting for. I have Lynn Jenkins. Lynn, you're just like lucky all the time. Okay, let's see. Who do I have now? I have Mary Mims. if you ever win something and you don't want it, let us know. Okay. Lynn's like, no, that's too much work. Really, Lynn? You've got grandkids that are like the perfect age for this. Are you sure you don't want to take it home, look at it, and then bring it back? Oh, she's tired of the grandbabies. Okay. Well, let's just put it out there. Okay. Wait, here, I'm going to pick somebody from here, okay? Oops, that's a blank one. Okay, I've got Sue Walter. Sue, I hope you got grandkids. 4 is a perfect age for that, Mary. Okay. All right, I've got another freebie. Let me just scroll here. It's to make a tote bag by Reed's Rags to Riches. If you ever have a chance to go to a big show on the West Coast, make sure you look and see if Reed's is there, because she has great wool, her booth is one of my favorites. Okay, I have Anita O'Donnell. Okay. And then let me see here. Evelyn, you sit on your hands. No, Evelyn, we're going to do oh, no, thank you. We're going to do another Hollyhock Sew Day. But I'm going to put you in charge of the computer, and then I'm going to work on filling orders. So let me know what day works good for you, Evelyn. Sue Walter said no. Here, I'm going to put you back in there. Okay, Sue. Okay, I'm going to just pick somebody else. Oh, somebody put fabric in my name bag. Okay, I've got Sue Cope. I think her grandbabies are too big too, but you might know somebody else, Sue. Otherwise, let me know. Sometimes it's really hard to give free stuff away. Okay, so then I have 3 1-yard quilts. So I do have on the Western one, I have 3 sets exactly the same. So 3 of you can order it. On the camouflage, I think I only have 1. But you might not want to put it in a 3 1-yard quilt, but it's good pricing. So I'm going to show you some 3 1-yard patterns as well. But here is a great S119, $21. So that makes it $7 a yard. And these are the 4 1-yard patterns. You guys might already have these. S121 is pieced, but you do have these big squares here that you can put your focal fabric in. This is another great one that's easy. S124. These 2 are great for big prints. The S123 is another one that's great for big prints, because you have where the green is, that's a big print. You're not going to cut too many heads off in your fabric. S122 is a little bit smaller, so you are going to chop your fabric up more, so you might want smaller prints for S122. Perfect, Sue. Yes, you did, Anita. You won something, but I don't know what it was. Oh, you won a tote bag by Reed's Rags to Riches. So I hope you like to put together tote bags. Okay, so S119 is the Western fabrics. That's $7 a yard. So if you need to make a boy quilt, this would be perfect for that. Any of these 1-yard quilts, or if you already have the 1-yard quilt books, then you don't need the patterns. But if you like those patterns, you can order them even if you're not ordering the 1-yard fabrics. And then S120 is the last of all 3 camouflages. So we've got the blue camouflage, the pink camouflage, and the green camouflage. S120, $21. And we have 1 set of those that I know of. S120, $21. You're welcome, Anita. S120 is $21. for 3 1-yard camouflages. And then S119 is the Western fabrics. It'd be perfect for a 1-yard quilt, $7. So basically, look at, if you don't have the 1-yard quilt pattern books at home already, you can make a quilt. So if you're doing community quilts or whatever, you can basically make a 43 by 61 or a 49 by 62 quilt. So those are pretty good sized throw quilts for $27. $27 for a whole quilt. That's like unheard of in today's times. S120 is the camouflage fabrics. Yeah, let me throw these over here. And then we have a cute little polka dot line. And we only have 2 of the bolts left. So if you want the whole collection, you're going to have to order 1 yards, half yards, or fat quarters. I believe this was from their Dick and Jane collection back. If you've ever gotten United Notions or Moda's Dick and Jane fabric lines, these will go with it. So you have 6 S048, 6 1-yards for $66. That's $11 a yard. Half yards are $33. Fat quarters are $21. And then S048 is the collection. And then I have yardage of just these 2. S48 is the cream with a black polka dot. And then S49 is the green with a cream polka dot. So if you're new to watching, you just type in S. S is you committing to buying it. And then how much you want. And then we contact us with your shipping info and all that good stuff. So S48 is the cream background. And we haven't talked to Roger yet, but we're thinking of doing a special like clearance day. Because our shop is really overflowing. New stuff just keeps coming in. So, but we're working super hard. Karen is right now at home sewing samples. So it's going to be kind of a weird transition as we aren't doing shows anymore. Okay. I think, well, Phyllis, poor Roger, because he's gonna have to come in and film like on a Saturday morning for clearance day. We also have, I was talking to Luann from Windline Batting. She's going to do like a special event for us. So we will have it for those of you who are not local. We will stream live. She's going to do a lecture on batting and all kinds of different things. So that will be fun. I'm not sure the date yet. We're still working that out. Okay, we've got a bunch of gnome patterns because you know how we love gnomes. So Christy made this last year and we did a free class on it, I believe. I don't know. It may have been free. So here is the super cute gnome. And this one is, let's see. This one, S102. S102. So all these patterns are $9. In case you need to make gnomes, they are super fun. You can do one for every season. These ones are Christmas ones, but she turned it into a St. Patrick's Day one. S101 is mice and pumpkins. S101 is mice and pumpkins. S100 is gingerbread people. Super fun. I think we got to do a lot more crafty things because they're so quick and easy. S96. I know Beverly Ann always inspires us because she's always posting all of the dolls that she's making. Beverly Ann, your Raggedy Anns were so cute. And then here's some like roly-poly gnomes. If you are like Mary Beatty and you think that the gnomes need eyes, you can always add eyes, okay? You don't have to have your gnomes eyeless. That is not a requirement. And then here is S103. Oh, we must have sold it out of the B ones because I'm not seeing them. S103. And then S98. These are toppers for wine bottles. So if you want to take a gift for any occasion, here's a birthday one. Here's one they turned into a Christmas tree. You've got New Year's. You can do any occasion. And then it goes right on top of the wine bottle. So these, you should make a bunch of them and just have them in your box that we always talk about. So when you get invited to go somewhere, you have a gift ready to take. And then, oh, you know what, Phyllis? We could make little police officers for the reunion. Wouldn't that be so cute?
Yeah.
They would go so quick.
Are we talking about this year's reunion?
Yeah, it's in a month. We could do it. And then what S104 is, because we didn't do another quilt, so we could totally do. This year kind of snuck up on us. What, you don't think that'd be cute, Roger?
I don't care.
Okay.
Me.
S104 is little gnome ornaments. S104. And if you need the gnome hair, we've sold those before. I didn't grab them, but we do have gnome hair. We have white, and I believe we have black at the moment. But that's always changing. You could also use the wool if you bought the gray, the brown wool from us not too long ago on the sale. You could stitch that together on like a netting and use that. So S104 is for ornaments.
Bring it to retreat.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would be super cute.
In case I run out of something to do.
In case you run out of something to do. Okay, so in case you didn't hear Phyllis, she said bring the pattern to retreat for the wine toppers and we'll make them to donate for the raffles for Rod. So Phyllis's husband and Roger both retired from Oakland Police Department. And so we have a reunion once a year, which is pretty fun, but they do a fundraiser and a raffle. So it's good to contribute. Everybody needs to contribute to society for society to succeed. You know, that's, I always preach that. Okay, we have some diamond art. If you're not familiar with diamond art, it comes with everything you need. It's going to have a tool. It's going to have a little piece of wax. It's going to have all the beads. It's kind of like paint by number, but with jewels. So these are great to put in Easter baskets. If you're doing Easter baskets for your kids or your grandkids or your neighbor, anybody who kind of needs something to do, these are great. Very therapeutic. S136 is $20. S136, the frame is in there. And then I just thought these ones would be cute to do because it is, we're all thinking about spring. And S138 is $25. It says Hello Spring. I really should take this home and make it. Maybe if I put it by where Gracie eats breakfast, she might be in a better mood. S138 is $25. S137 is dance. That good luck with Gracie's mood.
Yeah.
S137 is $25. And kids love to do these. There's not really that many boy ones, but I do have S135, a football, and S139, a baseball for a boys basket.
There's a basketball one too.
Hmm?
There's a basketball.
I didn't see it. I was kind of rushing. Connie Wiggins, I think I know exactly where you're going to put this one. I'm so excited. I need to make one for myself so I can put it next to my coffee maker too. Okay, so let's see. I have a few tools only because I know most of you have the perfect scissors, but sometimes they get used for wire or used for the wrong things. The baseballs are full. They're like 4 inches by 4 inches, but it's definitely a full one. So you can see here the bead's gonna go all on the background. So white's gonna go everywhere you see a 7. So the balls are fulls. The other 2 are partials because they have the bigger jewels. But they're kind of like a full, but they have different size jewels. So you can see in the pinks, there's some small ones and some big ones. So it's not exactly like the partials where you get the big jewels. I don't know. I'm going to take one home and I'm going to do it and I'll let you know. Because I'm not positive on that, June. Joyce, we do have the Teflon pressing mat, I think is what you're asking about, for ironing, like what I demoed on Monday. We do have the Teflon one, which is white. It's called the applique pressing sheet. We also have, which I like better, is the Bonash one. And it's made not out of Teflon, but it's fiberglass. So it transfers the heat better. And you can still see through them. And they're a little bit less expensive. So I prefer the Bonash one, but we have both of them, Joyce. Is the football? Yes. You could totally frame it in a 4x4 frame, Mary, and hang it. S235 is $31. These are for the purple perfect scissors, which have a micro serrated blade, comfortable soft handles, and a protective plastic cover. I never keep track of the plastic cover. They're long gone. As soon as I open it up out of the plastic. But I didn't get these at first because I thought they looked too heavy, kind of like my Ginger scissors are too heavy. But they're actually very lightweight. I really do like them. There's a new pink version. It's a little bit smaller, I guess. They look the same size. It's the same size. So it's just whether you want pink or purple is, I think, the only difference.
And it both says large.
Well, this one says large. This one says large multi-purpose. Oh, this one is not a serrated blade. So the pink one is a stainless steel knife edge blade. So that's the difference. So just a sharp, regular pair of scissors. The S237 pink regular scissors. S235 is the micro serrated blade. Oh, Mary, you are, well, you are correct. Yes. The screen is also good. It's like a mesh. I'll show it on Monday. It's also good for letting the steam through on wool projects or embroidery projects where you don't want to mash your handwork. I'll show you those screens on Monday. Okay, so we have the Aqua Eraser from Sewline. So it's a gentle way to remove ink marks from fabric. S107 is $8.49. The gentle way to remove ink marks from fabric. S107 is $8.49. And then we have S105, the Sewline fabric glue pen, dries clear and water soluble. And then S111 is $7.95. It's for 6 refillable sticks that go into your glue pen. So S111 is $7.95 for 6 refills. S105 is $8.49 for the original glue pen. Okay, Joyce, what size do you want? We have 3 different sizes, I believe. We have a giant sheet, an amazing sheet, and a smaller sheet. S236 is $29 for the medium size serrated. I'm going to go pull it, Joyce, so I can tell you what it really is. S110 is $13.99 for Thread Magic. If you haven't used Thread Magic, it's kind of like wax used to be, but better. You can run your thread through it, strengthens thread, eliminates eliminates static, prevents tangling and fraying, won't melt or freeze, safe for threads and fabric. So you just run your thread through it. I do use it when when I'm embroidering, because it just makes your thread pull through kind of like butter. This one here has a smaller one that you can put on the side of your sewing machine, and run your sewing machine thread through it. So S110 is $13.99. S109 is $12.99. The aqua eraser we already did. Okay, those are our extra ones. Okay, I've never seen that ink removal pen. I know, Lynn. Well, I just ordered a bunch of sew line stuff, and that was one of them. Okay, perfect, Joyce. I'll send you a message with the different sizes. Okay, so there is all of the notions. S110 and 109 are for Thread Magic. If you haven't tried Thread Magic, I would suggest it. If you're like Peggy, Peggy has one in every area that she does handwork, so that she always has it. S235 is for the big purple micro serrated blades. S105 is for the glue pin. S111 is for the refills to go into your glue pin. S107 is for the erasable, the pen that erases ink. S236 is $29 for the most popular pair of Karen K. Buckley. If you were only going to buy one pair, this is the pair that I would buy. I knew it, Peggy. You've been quiet today. Okay. Are you caught up with me? Okay. So we have some more trims. S64 is $1.49 a yard. It is a fun chenilled with ribbon trim. It's kind of an army green color with a yellow ribbon in it. It kind of, you could like use it for grass. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. S64 is $1.49 a yard. S71 is $3.99 a yard. This was from France. It would be great on the bottom of a doll's bloomers or whatnot. S71 is $3.99 a yard. It's a fun turquoise color. S67 is $4.95 a yard. It's wired ribbon, $4.95 a yard. So it was originally $6.95 a yard, and the turquoise trim was originally $6 a yard. So we got some good deals on trims today. Here we have a mess. But it's pretty music. Kind of reminds me of my wind chimes. S68 is $3.99 a yard. And then we have it in the red also. The red, I don't know how it got all so tangled from this afternoon. Okay, this is ridiculous. It's a good thing Roger's not filming it. Okay, here's a cute little beaded fringe. S70 is $3.99 a yard. S68 is the black with the coins. Not really coins, little metallic-y things. S69 is the red. So S69, $3.99 a yard. Normally it's $5 a yard. Mary Men's, the lace is so pretty. S69 is for the red fringe with the little gold dangles. 68 is the black with the gold dangles. And S70 is the beads, the bead trim. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't get too out of order for Becky tomorrow. S6. Oh, that's tragic. Okay, S68.3 is a fun, tiny little rickrack. Oh, look at that. It's connected by a piece of tape. So whoever buys the first piece is going to get that. That's an extra. All right, S63, cute little, kind of a Halloween vintagey orange rickrack. Very tiny. Very tiny. Oh, now it's all going to be out of order. Oh dear. Oh dear. So much for being organized. Okay. Phyllis about fell out of her chair on that comment. Okay. So, all right. I don't know how I keep it together some days. S74 is a fun little linen trim, $1.49 a yard. It's got a little black. It looks like. Do you think it's black or brown? Well, I think
the camera looks black.
Yeah, on the camera it looks black, but in person it looks kind of brown. But I think it is black. S74 is $1.49 a yard. That tiny rickrack would make great three-dimensional carrots. Oh my gosh, Sharon, you're gonna have to show us how to make three-dimensional carrots. We're gonna need a demo on that. Okay, S55 is 50 cents a yard for a cute little frog ribbon. And then S54 is $1 a yard for this blue trim. I'm not even sure what it is. I used the orange one in a kit that we did. I just put it on the sides of a small pillow as a trim, as a border, basically. S59 is 85 cents a yard for this cute little square, rainbowy squares. Oops, it's upside down for you guys. S59 is 85 cents a yard. S59 is 85 cents a yard. Dimensional carrots. All right, we're definitely going to have to see that. Okay, and then we have S56 is $2.50 a yard for the green and red. I call them cherries, but pom-poms, whatever you want them to be. S56 is $2.50 a yard. S56 is $2.50 a yard. And we used them, on the bottom of this tea towel. So this tea towel comes already sewn, already hemmed. And then we just sewed the trims right to the bottom. So when it's hanging, you got a cute little tea towel like this. Somebody else said you could turn it into a cute little apron, which would be true. You could turn it into a cute little apron. We do have the tea towels already hemmed. S57 for $10. If you're calling to register right now, just leave your name and number and we'll call you back in the morning and get your shipping address and everything. S57 is $10 for the tea towel already hemmed. And then you can just get this trim and just stitch right across it. You literally can have a super cute gift with a hostess gift with a bottle of wine with a gnome head on top. You would be the rock star at the party if you showed up with that. So S57 is the tea towel. S56 is the pom-poms for $2.50 a yard. S59 is the rainbowy squares for 85 cents a yard. You really, if you had this in your stash, you would use it all the time because it will pick up the colors of everything. S54 is $1 a yard for the blue trim. It's great to just add little borders or accents. S63 is the orange rickrack that I want to see the dimensional carrots. Now I'm all excited for that. S63, 25 cents a yard. 74 is $1.49 for the linen. S74 is $1.49 for the linen. My screen didn't freeze, Mary Beatty. You might have to turn it off and then come back in. And then S55 is 50 cents for the frog ribbon. All right, Phyllis is catching up for a minute. So while she catches up, I'm gonna do an auction. So auction items, you guys bid on them. So if you're new to watching, you'll see people just keep typing in what they want to pay. So this is, I'm not really sure. It looks like drapes from Gone with the Wind, maybe. It's tapestry fabric. It would be great for tote bags. You could recover seats with it. It's a beautiful, kind of a peachy coral color. So there's several pieces of this. And then we've got a big piece of this one. But they definitely were vintagey somebody's curtains at one time. This one would be a cute skirt. And then you have a big piece, definitely somebody's curtains at one time, but a huge piece. So let's do S238 and let's do $5. S238 is starting at $5. Here, I got to write auction on it so Phyllis knows. Okay, S238 is $5 for all this fabric. What do you call this? It's like a, it's definitely an upholstery fabric. I want to say tapestry, but it's not tapestry. But it's honestly, it would be great for a background to do a collage on. A tote bag would be fabulous. A jacket. Okay, there's a couple of you. It's at $10 a yard. It's at $10 a yard. While you guys are bidding on that, I'm going to answer the phone in case it's an emergency. Fabric Chicks. Hello? Yeah. Okay, perfect. What's your number? Your top. Okay, perfect. I'll call you in the morning and get all your info, and you can just. S.
Yep.
Okay. Otherwise. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, sorry. Are you guys still bidding on that? Okay, S238. So if you're new to watching, Roger, tell him a joke. Yes. Brocade was the word I was looking for sure. Good job, Sharon. Okay, S238 is at $14. S238 is at $14. So if you're new to watching, sometimes we get we find things here. People drop stuff off here. So we do auction items for that stuff. And so this, if you are interested in it, you just put in S238 and put in a number greater than $14 because that's what it's at right now. S238 is at $5. If you're new to watching, you can also go back and rewatch it. And you can, we do this every Wednesday. Well, we try every Wednesday. And you have through the weekend to order stuff. It does, if we have limited quantities, it does go to the first people that comment. Gosh, you got 2 people wanting you to tell a joke. Okay, so I've got going once, going twice. Type it in really quick if you want to bid more than $14. Otherwise, it's going to Mary Men's for $14. Mary makes items that she sells as fundraisers for her church. So I'm sure she's going to make something fabulous with this. Okay. What else do we have? I have some Easter stuff. Are you caught up, folks? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we have an Easter line of fabric. So if you ever are needing something before a sale, you can always text me, email me, or call us, and we'll put it on the sale so you can look at it. So we had a request for Easter panels. We don't have any Easter panels, but we do have some Easter fabric. So you guys might have bought this a while back. We have S0160. S0160 is 7 1-yards for $70. So the collection is at $10 a yard. If you want it from the bolt, it's $11 a yard. So S0160 is 7 1-yards for $70, 7 half-yards for $35, 7 fat quarters for $22. We do have this quilt, table runner or skinny quilt right here. Can be a table runner or a skinny quilt. We do have a kit for that. S150 is $28 for the kit. S150 is $28 for the kit. And then S151 is $2.50 for the pattern. So if you want just the pattern, S151, they'll make interesting backs on the fur pillows. For sure, Mary Men's. It's super beautiful. S151 is for the pattern. S150 is $28 for the kit. And that includes the binding, the pattern, everything you need except for the backing. S150 is $28. And then we have the bolts of fabric. The rickrack one is so cute. I could see you using it for a lot of things. A baby girl quilt it would be fun on. It's not necessarily Easter. S148 is the purple background with Easter eggs. And a customer did come in. There is a free downloadable pattern on Andover's website, Andover Fabrics website. The collection is Hoppy Easter by Kim Shaver. There's a cute Easter eggy placemat and table runner, I believe, on their website that the customer did, but she needed more of this one, so she came in. So S148 is the Easter eggs. S147 is the rickrack. S146 is the adorable little chickens.
Lynn wants to know how much it takes to make a backing.
Oh,
The kit, but
she didn't get the backing.
she doesn't know how much.
It's going to be 12 inches by 60 inches. So 60, if you're quilting it yourself, 64 inches. 64 inches should be plenty. Because you're going to have the width, even if you bring it to me to long arm, you'd have the width of it. So 64 inches would be plenty. S151 is the pattern. Oh, shit. Oh, I almost took out the lighting. Uh-oh. We should get an extension cord so I don't do that again. Okay, S118 is bunnies and carrots. And then S117 is jelly beans. One yard would work, Lynn Jenkins, if you pieced it together, but then it won't work because Well, yeah, if you piece it together, you could cut 1 yard into threes because it's 44 inches wide. So you could cut it into 3 pieces and then piece it 3 times. So 1 yard would work if you wanted to piece it a bunch. Okay. Then we have S160 is the collection. S160 is the collection. And then let's see. We have this other springy collection. This was the Hoffman Challenge fabric for last year, so don't buy it for this year. S0140 is very springy fabrics. And then this one is the main panel. S0140, 5 1 yards is $50, so that's $10 a yard. Half yards are $25. Fat quarters are $15. S0140 is for the collection. And then this is the main print in there. It's really pretty. It would be a lot of fun to do confetti and embellish it to make it more dimensional. Add some Fabric Magic tree trunks. You could really go kind of crazy with this one. S140 is the collection. And then I do have, let's see here. We do have these fabrics left. This one I have a couple of, like I have a 1 2/3 yards piece, and some random pieces, some half yards. S149 is $11 a yard. Just let us know how much you want. If it's more than 1 2/3 yards, it won't be in one piece. S149 is $11 a yard. The trees, it is a panel. I mean, it has a repeat, Mary, but we're just selling it as yardage, so it's a lot less expensive. S113 is $11. S116 is kind of a pretty sky exploding. S115 is the tree panel. We are not cutting it as a panel, which would normally be like 24 inches. We're doing it as yardage. And then, did you see the one from YouTube, Phyllis, for Stanley Parkhurst?
Yes, I've got that.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And then S114 is kind of blotchy, kind of like a big paint blotch. How else would you describe that, Roger?
Collage.
It's a collage.
Camouflage.
Camouflage. It's a camouflage collage of color. So those are the springy fabrics that we have inside of the shop. S0140 is for the 1 yard collections for $50, half yards for $25, fat quarters for $15. So that makes it $10 a yard if you get the collection. And always, sometimes we've had people who order 2 yards of a collection. We do it at the collection price, not at the bulk price. So, just to clarify that. Okay, we've got a few more trims because it looks like Phyllis has caught up. S0. S65 is a fun little black lacy trim for $1.95 a yard. S52 is a Renaissance ribbon. S52 is $1 a yard. I'm sure it was supposed to be a lot more. But sometimes you guys just benefit from me needing to like make room on the shelves. S51 is $1 a yard. S61 is 39 cents a yard. A lot of you got something similar to this last week, but it was a little bit larger. So this one is like a little bit more than, it's like a quarter, maybe a quarter inch. And I think the one you got a couple weeks ago was 3/8 of an inch. But S61 is 39 cents a yard. S61 is 39 cents a yard. So S51 is $1 a yard for metallic-y silver ribbon. S61 is the little Chinese braid, I think is what it's called. S61 is 39 cents a yard. S52 is $1 a yard. It's from Renaissance Ribbon. And then S65 is $1.95 for the black flowers. These black flowers, you could cut them apart if you needed them for a smaller project. You could cut those into individual pieces. Do you need a little bit of a break? Okay.
She's going to get a good break in like 4 minutes.
Oh. But who's keeping track? Okay, so we will be demoing, if you guys joined us on Monday, you saw the banner, the Shamrock banner that Christy did. She did that with the Glamour thread, which is the 12 weight with the metallic. So I have one collection here in case you want to beef up your Glamour collection. We do have the sets coming back in, and we do have the green coming in. So when that does get here, we'll put that on a sale so you have it in time, hopefully, for the banner project. S78 though is for the collection of you've got a copper or well kind of a rose gold, a gold, a silver, an orange, a purple, and a blue. S78 is $60. So that makes them $10 a spool. So that's a good price. So I have one of those collections. S78 is $60. So if you're not familiar with Glamour thread, it is the thickest thread. It's a 12 weight. So that's the thickest thread that you can send through your sewing machine to stitch anything by machine. But a lot of us are using it for hand embroidery because it just gives a subtle hint of glimmer. And then I have one of these left. I don't know if you guys, oh, Devin, kids these days.
That's a joke.
Kids. Well, he's a 19-year-old boy. And
Does he want S69?
I don't know. We would have to put him on restriction if he lived at the house. It's a good thing he doesn't live at home. S58 is $9. I just found one more of these. Devin, stop. That's inappropriate. Very, very inappropriate. He wants to buy, oh gosh. S58 is $9. We have one of these panels left. We just found it. We did the demo with the tissue dye before. So S58 is $9. I have one of those left. Oh, kids, you can't take them anywhere. Okay, and then let's see, what else do we have? Because Roger's going to be like, we need to end this. Okay, giveaways. So I have, if you want batting, I have scraps of batting that I do not want anymore. So this is a pretty good size one. This is 80/20 polyester cotton. Very, very nice. But I've got a bunch of bamboo scraps also. They're great for mug rugs. They're great for all different kinds of things. If you want batting, just type in that you want some batting. And then I have another tote bag. So let me just scroll and see. I've got Mary Mims. Let me write your name on it. Mary Mims. See, Mary, it always pays to watch live. I know life gets in the way, but you know it's crazy when you have no better pen than this. Devin, where were you earlier when the girls all wanted to hear a joke? Okay, I've got a cute little pouch, sewing pouch that says Quilt Whisperer on it. Quilt Whisperer, and I have Joyce Larson. Joyce Larson. Okay. Let me put that up there. And then I've got a bunch of fun green ribbon. I probably should have cut it down so we could have multiple winners. Green ribbon, I have, it had a paper on it. Where'd the paper go? I have Sue Cove. Okay. Sue. Oh, I do have, just so you know, don't tell Roger. S152 is $19 for a quilt stand. It's a little bit bigger than the banner quilts. So if you wanted to use this for your banner quilts, it's got the clips on it. You would have to put a border on your banner quilts. Devin, you're inappropriate. Just because you're a nurse, you should not be talking about all that stuff, okay? You need to get off. You have to not join my lives, okay, son? Okay. Oh wait, here. Oh my gosh, I got so many of you. I'm gonna find some more scraps. Okay, I'm gonna keep a list, and then when I have scraps, I'm gonna throw it into your baskets, okay? So I've got Jenny. So you might not all get it this time, but I'll keep this list. Susan, Mary, Mins, June. Don't encourage it.
You said you wanted jokes.
I wanted jokes, yes. Appropriate jokes, son. Appropriate jokes. People might not know you and they might not think you're funny, okay?
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, Phyllis. That's because you know him. You get you like, yeah. Okay, let's see. Very nice, Dan. Put a border on a string or a string hanger ribbon. Perfect. Good. Yeah. Be glad, Susan. Be glad we can't hear him. Okay, so I've got all the people down for batting. I'll keep that list. So you might not get it now. Okay, and then we have aerobics or gymnastics ribbon. If you want that, just type in gymnastics ribbon. Just type that in and you can have it for free. Because it's a whole bunch of them, but only certain people would want it. And then I have volleyball ribbon. Well, there's some baseball ribbon in here. So if you want the baseball, oh, that might be a tennis ball. If you want the variety of balls ribbon, just type in, oh my gosh, we're in the gutter today. Okay, so if you want the variety of bouncing round spears, write that in, okay? Exercise, gymnastics ribbon. Okay, I've got Mary Men's. Mary Men's was first on my list. Don't worry though, girls, because I have another one, I think. Here, I've got this red one. So I'm going to divide. It's the same thing, but red with little black people. So I'm going to put, who else wanted the, gosh, you just never know what you're going to find when you come to Fabric Chicks. Okay, I've got Jenny. I'm going to divide it up between you girls, okay? Jenny and Sue. Okay, Jenny and Sue, I'm going to divide that up between you guys. And then I've got some, oh gosh, who knew that these would be so popular? Okay, I've got Victor. Okay, June, I'm going to add you to this. June Sterling. I'm going to add you to that one. I don't know how I keep track of this. June, I've got Jenny. I've got Joanne. Don't worry, guys. You can do this all again another day because we, one of the fun reasons we keep coming back. I know, Mary Beatty, it reminds you of when your kids were inappropriate at the dinner table. Except for then it was like in between your closed walls. It didn't go out, so nobody knew how crazy your family was. But ours is just broadcast all over national TV, so everybody knows. Okay. All right. So I am gonna pull one of you got. We're for the. Okay. I've got Joanne. Okay, and we've got a ton more ribbon upstairs, so I will just bring that out every week. We can have this kind of fun every week. Okay. All right. So that's it. Oh, I've got some buttons in here. Stanley Parker. Stanley. I think that's Joyce. Okay. And then these are the batting people. Okay, so that's all we have for your family is no crazier than my 3 sons. You know what? So I will tell you, Mary Menz, I grew up in a family with 6 boys. There were 10 of us total that the county allowed in our house growing up. And my parents used to say, and they said it when I was just up there in Oregon, they were saying it again because now they have like 5 dogs or 6 dogs, something ridiculous. They have 3 puppies. And then me and Gracie brought up our puppy. And then my sister brought up her puppy. So there was like 7 puppies. And they're on 76 acres, so they're all running around crazy. And then we looked out the window, and all the puppies were on the neighbor's farm. And they have a dairy farm, like a professional commercial dairy farm next to them. And all the puppies were at the dairy farm. And my dad said, 1 dog, a whole brain, 2 dogs, a half a brain, 3 dogs, no brain at all. But they used to say that growing up about the boys. The girls, they never say that because, no matter how many girls you have, you still have all your brains. But boys, sons, they're ridiculous. Sons are ridiculous. Are you doing the Boise show this year? Linda, we are not doing it this year. We're not doing any more shows except for the Reno show. Mary was the only girl for years. 3 brothers and then 3 sons. Ugh. You need a good thing you've got daughter-in-laws now and you've got granddaughters. All right, so that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you on a Monday at 4:00 with some kind of a demo. We'll teach you something, I'm sure. Or if we're not teaching you something, you could do the demo and you could teach us something. We would love that. Let us know if you want to do a demo, and we will be safe out there. I know the weather is crazy. We love you guys. See you later. Bye. 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 Bye.